Hi Bladers, this is Ferdinand the Cardboard Stacker. I'm here to talk about the set of the week, where I'm going to take a look at an entire set from Millennium Blades and kind of base it on its synergy, how it works within its set, its versatility, how it works with the core set, and any other combinations of other sets and other cards like character powers. And in the process of examining each card, I'm going to give them a grade based on its synergy and its versatility, and in a 1 to 5 scale, with 5 being the best. Finally, I will give a small little summary what I think about the entire set and give its overall score. And with that, let's move on. So the set I picked this week is the 1001 Nights, based on the Arabian Nights classic with all those characters like Sinbad and Scheherazade. This entire set is about scoring, and all the cards are about scoring. So let's go ahead and look at the first one. The first one is Aladdin, which has a 2-star ranking and has a score effect that scores on different star rankings. So each star ranking you have, you're going to score based on the different ones in your tableau. So my overscore for synergy and versatility is both a 5, because I think this is an excellent card to have anywhere else, because I think it works very well with within its set, because all the cards you're going to play are going to be different stars anyway, and the versatility, I think it's easy to go base it off on the different star rankings. I also want to point out that it's very easy to find. This is the 2-star ranking, so there's 3 copies, and you can find this very easily. Its scoring is, you can score it at the max of 30 RP, but possibly more if you have Sherwinner as your player character, or you have the cosplay set deck. Next card is Alibaba. I'm not very fond of this card. I'm grading this as a 1 on synergy and a 3 on versatility. Alibaba's score effect is just going based on rarity, and I think rarity is a little bit more hard to base on to go with. It's because you may have to delve into the promo packs a little bit more. It's harder to attain the promo packs, is what I'm trying to say, is because you have to spend cards for it, and that you may not even get the cards you want. So I think the other cards in the set works a little bit better in its flexibility than Alibaba, and especially don't think it works at all with its own set, since it's the only rarity in there, which is the expansion set. Now I'm actually going to put the next two together because they're kind of the same, is the Sinbad and the Mystical Lamp. Unlike Aladdin and Scheherazade, which I will talk later, they can only score a max of 30 points. It's not too bad, but I think if you're going for different kind of elements in times, this is still pretty good, especially cards in the Clockwork Empire that actually will like other cards. Also, I think it will actually work with Exaltius, because that has those 2 different elements and types on it. So for both of those, I will give a 3 in synergy and a 4 in versatility. Now the very last one, the 6-star ranking, is Scheherazade. This is a very interesting card because it's unlike the other cards in the series, in the set, is they kind of can also score themselves within their criteria of scoring effects, but this one only scores on other effects. Still, it feels kind of still like Aladdin, where you can kind of like put more cards into it. It'll be better, but it's has the most flexibility of all of them, but it scores just a little less because she doesn't score herself. So I think she'll work great with a scoring deck, so I'll just give her, for both synergy and versatility, a 4. And at last, we have the deck City of Brass, that has a 3-star ranking. It's not too bad of a deck to be. It's a very simple deck to build upon, especially if you want to go for face-up cards. It's kind of funny because it's a little better than Scheherazade, so you want the same way for that kind of like scoring, just face-up cards. I think it's totally fine. There aren't. I think this is the only one that the only deck that actually will score on just face-up cards, which is the 6. Some of the other decks that bases on time score 8, so I think those a little better if you're going for that, but it's kind of hard to go with this kind of deck. Now this is a great deck if you're going for face-up scoring, so I guess it works very well with this set because all your cards want to be face-up, and that for the cards that are going for scoring, this is a great card as well. So 5 and 5 for both of those scores. I think the synergy of this deck is very good. I don't think it's excellent. I won't give it a 5, but the way it kind of works together is that you can have, like, most of them, they actually would work indirectly with each other, scoring based off the other cards. So Aladdin works amazingly, and then something like either Sinbad and the lamp actually would work as well together. So for me, I think like 2 or 3 of the cards will work fine. Maybe 2 for me personally, but I don't think you have to have all the cards in the deck to actually score very well. But even though the cards will give you up to 30, it's still okay if you don't have all those points tally in there to score you the max it can give. As for versatility, I don't think it works well to put into other cards, but I think other cards will work better for it. So this deck especially needs protection. So you're probably looking for all those sleeves and other accessories like the resin doll. If you're starting with the white deck, you have Oriella already. I don't know how to say her name, but the White Priestess. So she will actually help you protect your cards from being flipped over. As far as other sets go, I think the 2 I wanted to mention is the Clockwork Empire. Especially when you're revealing these kind of cards in your hand, I think it works fairly well because if you have basically 3 of them, you already have different elements and types and stars. So those cards will work pretty well with it. The other one I probably want to mention is if you happen to get the Symphony of Destruction in your store, you probably want to look for John Lemon because he will really help you out with that. As for the character powers, I think Cardine will work very well. She has that protection from flipping and also rescoring those cards up to 30. And then we have Sherwina. She will add more cards. So if you need more cards for that, that's a perfect card for that. And then I think the other one I would just is okay with it is, I guess, Fulton, because he's able to score off more of Aladdin's card, and if you want to have more flexibility with your star rankings. And the other thing I want to say about this set is that it still scores pretty well even though you don't have all those cards in there. And even though the max, you can probably get, the average max is probably 30. I think that you can settle for doing 20 or 25, but if you work for 30, that's still a lot of points. So you can score basically about 120 RP just on 4 cards. So here's a quick summary. The pros of this is that it has projective scoring, so you could score still even though you don't have the maximum scoring of those rating points. And they're also pretty cheap to buy because they're an expansion set. So you have a really good bang for your buck just for getting these cards if you're able to score them. Unfortunately, the cons is that you have to have protection, especially sleeves or anything that prevents flipping. And the other thing I actually forgot to mention is that they have low star rankings for especially scoring cards. So you'll probably be the short end of the stick when people are clashing with you. And so this is just some of my thoughts on this set. So if you have some ideas you want to share with for this particular set, like any kind of combos or how other ways you can think of using this set, go ahead. I'd like to know in the comments below. So this has been the first set of the week, and I'll try to do this on a weekly basis where I'm just going to feature one other set. So at the end of the video you can see what's the next set that I am going to feature. If you'd like to learn more about Millennium Blades, you can go ahead and visit the website at millenniumblades.com or the company's website level99games.com. So if you found this video helpful, you can go ahead, like, and share. You can follow me on Twitter at CBStacker, and you can support us on Patreon. So till next time, see you later, Bladers.